Hi peeps, so I finally am going to bring you the journals that I have been creating. I have 4 to share with you. I might have to break this into 2 videos because it might be a little bit long. So let's get started. I don't want to talk too much. So let me just say all the journals you will see were made from regular file folders from Dollar Tree. So, okay. Yeah, so let's get started. So the first one is the smallest. It's the only one this size that I've made. It is approximately, you guys know I'm not very good at measuring. It's not quite 4.5 by 8.5, so it's somewhere in between there. So anyway, this I use, the cover is from the Dollar Tree calendar. I'm trying to get it, you guys, so you can see what I'm talking about. So this calendar here, I knew when I bought them that I wasn't going to use them as regular calendars, so I bought 2 of them. So if you want to see a flip through of this, I don't think they still have them. I haven't seen them, but I will flip through the one that I have not torn up yet. So but for right now, I'm going to just continue on with this. So I used one of the sheets for the cover, both front and back. There's the back of it. Really pretty. So the papers on inside are various papers. They are this paper collection, and I don't remember the name of it. It was a long time ago, and it was kind of Paris themed. I was in love with the paper, not because it was Paris themed, because I'm not really like a Paris fanatic, but because of the colors. It was like beige and black, and I have a thing for that, and it was very vintage. So but since the cover has some yellow, I brought in some yellows from another collection, and I also used Prima's Printery, a couple of sheets from there. So okay, let's get started. So this is some coffee dyed seam binding, and I just had this little charm on here that I just hung on here, and it says let's get lost. Let's get lost. And this is not attached, it's just kind of laced through the binding here on the spine. So this comes right around like this. So you open it up, and on the inside is some paper that I got from Michael's that I showed you guys in a haul. And I just made a pocket and some tags here that I made, stamped here, and then I stamped on the back of this one. And so they just go inside. This is from the Printery paper, and I stamped it right here so you can add the date. So I'm going to go kind of fast. This paper is double-sided, so I didn't have to do too much stamping. Some coffee dyed paper, of course. I used a few of my Sizzix dies to make these little, I guess you can call them journaling spots, but or pictures. You could put pictures there. This I printed out a long time ago, and I just stamped the corners of them, so you'll see a couple of those. These are just regular silver paper clips that I alcohol inked, so you'll see some of those. And this is the other side of the Printery paper. So this has like velvety treatment on it. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it does. So there's the half page. There's a postcard here. I don't know if I put anything on the back. No. So it's just paper clipped on. Another Sizzix die. Here's the other side. This is, I think this is Sizzix as well. This little postcard die cut. Printery paper, coffee dyed paper. I used this Tim Holtz, can't remember the name of that, but freshly brewed, I believe. And I just made a little tuck spot for this little tag. I tied a little string here for the little tea bag holder. This is a little glassine envelope, And I have these tiny little tags here. They are double-sided, so they just slide in here. This another little printable I had in my stash, and I just stamped this little stamp on the corner. I cannot remember where I got this from, but it was a free printable, but I will put the links to all my free printables down in the description. So I just paper clipped those on there. It's a tuck spot here, bingo card, and another Sizzix die cut. Coffee dye paper, another one of the Sizzix die cuts here, paper clipped on that little piece. Coffee dye paper, this I just folded it in half and paper clipped it so it can be used as a longer page. Here's the other half of that printery paper. I used the sewing room die, I think that's what it's called. So I used a little dress form to make a little tuck spot for this little tag. And I added a little flower there. And then here's the other side. And in the back, I made this tiny little, I guess, notepad with some coffee dyed papers. So you can journal on those as well. And this little button is also from that sewing room die. So it just tucks behind there to keep it closed. And then that just tucks in. And then that's it. That is journal number 1. So let's show you journal number 2. This one is a 6x9. All the rest you will see are 6x9s. This is the one that I like to make the most because it's a lot of more room. So hopefully I'm on frame here. Okay. So I don't remember the name of this collection. You guys probably remember, but I don't. There's some lace here on the spine. This is some rosette trim that I got when I was in Cali. And I'm so sad because I only got a tiny little piece left. And there's the back. So you open it up. See on the inside, we have a pocket. And I just have some stationery paper that I coffee dyed. So you can journal on there. Okay, I feel like I'm not in frame. So I did do some stamping on the white pages here. Add some coffee dyed music sheets, some more paper with my stenciling. Another tag here that I paper clipped. This is a tuck spot. Probably should show you that it's a tuck spot, so you can tuck something in there. I'll just leave that there for now. I added a doily here. Some more music sheets. This is an envelope. I have no idea where I got this envelope from, but it was yellow and it went with the paper. It was in my stash, so I used it. And there is a Prima journaling card in there. And this flips up. This is a rub-on. I added some lace on the edges here. A little stamp here. Here's another coffee dyed paper. I don't know if you could see, but there's a really faint teacup image right there. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. The vintage bags. Here's a index card that's coffee dyed. I stamped the back, punched the butterfly. Another doily at the top here. Some lined paper. I punched there. Sorry guys. I've been making journals for days, so trying to get everything in. I stamped a little teapot on the corner there. This is some craft paper that I had in my stash, and I just punched here. There's a faint doily image right there. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. I added some more lace to the edge of this one. This is a Prima journaling spot. I just glued on the back and added a little butterfly stamp. I don't know who started this, but I thought this was just the coolest thing, putting little dies or whatever on the ends of the string. So I punched some butterflies on there. The library pocket, I added a doily and I put a tag inside, and I have a little stamp on the back. There's the other side of that craft paper, another stamp at the top, some more coffee dyed paper, tag on the inside of that tuck spot. More line paper. You'll see this punch a lot because I only have 2 border punches. There's the other side of that bag, another index card, and on the back there's vintage like ads. This is from 1968. I got that from Melly. Thank you, Mel's. I'll put that back later. Little stamping here. Also put some crocheted lace on the edge. Some more coffee dyed paper. This has a faint dress form image. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Another little tag. I punched the butterfly. Stamped a little dress form in the back. Some more music sheet. More coffee dyed paper with my little stenciling there. Little sticker. Coffee dyed paper. Another stenciling. Some stamping on the edges, and I have this huge tag here with some lace that I stapled on the back. Stapled on there, and then have a little sticker on the back, so that tucks right in there. And that is it. So I'm gonna end this video because it's almost 15 minutes long, and I will come back with the rest of my journals. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Talk to you soon.